Hey guys, happy Wednesday. It's Holly and Little Miss Daisy, and we're here with Amanda as we continue our Where in the World is Daisy for the month of November. So guys, we are a few weeks away from Thanksgiving. So Amanda, that brings me to, let's talk stress and anxiety. How can you help?
So we actually do a lot of work to help people with their nervous system health, stress, anxiety from the physical side. Most people think stress and anxiety and we only think of the emotional,
Right.
Getting maybe some therapy, stuff like that, and we actually partner with therapists to help with that as well, because sometimes it's going to keep coming back if it's held in the muscles. And
Wow.
so that's one part, and the other part is how the physical side, the postures, can actually make things like breathing, anxiety, hypermobility, it can make them all worse.
Yeah.
So a lot of people don't think about the fact that we really do have muscles everywhere,
Right.
and that means in between your ribs.
Oh wow, okay.
I mean, if you are a meat eater and you eat ribs, what do you think you're eating?
That's true.
That's true. It's very visual, right?
Right.
So there's a lot that can happen with those muscles that we use to breathe, and for a lot of us, especially if we did dance or gymnastics or anything like that, as
Right.
growing up, we were always made to hold our stomachs.
Sitting here going, I can feel my body every time you say breathe. I'm going.
Yep. And so we start breathing, we start breathing with our chest more, and we don't really do what's called belly breathing or using our diaphragms really
Right.
well. And that actually really changes a lot of the stress that's put on the neck. So if we're talking like we did last week with headaches and neck
Right.
tension, things like that, when it's a lot tighter here, then sometimes when we start having an anxiety issue, it gets worse. And by releasing a lot of that, it can actually help with the physical component that tends to perpetuate or intensify that anxiety.
Wow.
So there's a lot that we can do, and I would say this time of year, starting in November, we start seeing, I would say 80% or more of our clients need what's called intercostal work. That means work between the ribs.
Right.
And yeah, it just gets really high this year. And so it's something that if you do have stress, you do have anxiety, and plus we want to make sure that you have good breathing health. If you're an athlete and you want to have stamina, all those
Right.
things, it's a good time to get that checked out and get that work done.
So that's awesome information, and building on the headaches from last week. And
Yeah.
one thing that she hasn't covered, but being that she has done it with me, is also the teeth grinding, which
Yeah.
to me all goes into
It
connection.
does. Yeah, for us, they all live in the same. And
Right.
so we look at a lot at how the jaw will interplay. And so the way that you are with your chest can actually affect the muscles that you use then with clenching your teeth. And again, we do work with counselors on being able to reduce the stressors so we can stop clenching the jaw, but some of that's physical. And so
Right.
we go in there and help with that health as well. And I know tomorrow we're actually going to do another class.
Awesome.
This one is free, so just be sure to go on and sign up so that you can get the link to the Zoom for it. But we're going to be going through some really good like breathing health, how to do some good belly breathing when you are extra tight, how to get some space in between those ribs and open them up. More stuff to be able to do from home.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for being so gracious. Guys, be sure to check it out, and don't miss us next week for our last week as we wrap up our Where in the World is Daisy with Amanda. So have a great week.